This video is presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hello, baseball fans. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
You know, here's the thing, right? If you look up the odds right now for who's going to win the National League MVP, Shohei Ohtani tops the list, right? And I don't have a problem with that. I mean, Ohtani is an MVP caliber hitter. He's an MVP caliber player because he's won the MVP before. And I've said before that as long as Ohtani is both pitching and hitting, he's a contender for an MVP every year. The problem is, in 2024, he is not pitching. He is a DH. So for anybody that's going ahead and canceling out Marcell Ozuna because he only plays DH, you have to also cancel out Shohei Ohtani. Now, Ohtani has been a little bit more versatile in the sense of he's gotten a lot of stolen bases. He's a member of the 40-40 club now. And all that, is great. But it's all about, to me, who has done the most for their team. Now, if you look up the odds, it's going to go like this. It's going to go Shohei Ohtani, it's going to go Francisco Lindor with the Mets, and it's going to go Marcell Ozuna. Now, I think anybody here is going to expect me to go Marcell Ozuna, but let me give you the reason. The MVP award, the meaning of the MVP award, most valuable player. Now, a lot of folks in this day and age will say, okay, the most valuable player should go to the best player, right? I agree with that. But to me, the spirit of the MVP award is who meant more to their team, right? And who in the world has meant more to a team than Marcell Ozuna to the Braves in 2024? Nobody. That's the case for Marcell Ozuna, right? His offense has been off the charts. He's had quite a bounce-back year. But more than that, this team would not be anywhere near contention for a playoff spot or anything else if they had gotten rid of Marcell Ozuna last year. They would not be anywhere near it. You could say that, maybe he should win the Comeback Player of the Year award. I don't know. That's usually reserved for players with injuries. But Marcell Ozuna should dang sure be in contention to win the MVP, but I think deserves a little bit more of a look than third in the odds list right now. All due respect to Francisco Lindor, to me it's a two-man race between Shohei Ohtani and Marcell Ozuna. Ohtani, has been a great player. I don't think he's meant as much to the Dodgers as Marcell Ozuna has meant to the Braves. That's just me, and you feel free to disagree with it, but that's how I view it.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC presents a fantastic lineup of popular full-size SUVs and mid-size trucks. Compare side by side. Take your choice from new Chevrolet Tahoes and GMC Yukons discounted up to $7,000 off. Or Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyons discounted up to $5,000 off. Experience unmatched durability, powerful engines, and advanced technology. Choose your perfect vehicle today at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
It's not just me who feels this way. And this isn't even necessarily in reference to Marcell Ozuna because this falls under the same tree. David Ortiz was quoted this week with saying, the only reason I don't have an MVP is because I'm a DH. So you can't give it to Ohtani because he's just a DH. And I get what he's saying. I, in a large part, agree. But I also think that Ohtani is more versatile than David Ortiz and Marcell Ozuna. I think Marcell Ozuna is pretty close to David Ortiz in his best form. I really think that Ortiz and Marcell Ozuna are a lot closer in style and in ability than Ohtani and Ortiz or Ohtani and Ozuna. I think they're much more similar because Ohtani does have the ability to run. He has the ability, he hits for power, but he gets on base a lot, as does all three of these gentlemen. I think Ohtani, most people are going to look at it like this is Shohei Ohtani. He's had a great year, and, a lot. It just is what it is. And that's not fair either, right? So all three of the people I'm talking about are DHs. The one guy that's not, technically, is Francisco Lindor. Do I think Lindor should get it? I think he deserves a shot. But again, it's all about, to me, it's all about who has meant more to their team. All these guys, Ohtani, Lindor, Marcell Ozuna, anybody else that's in contention right now, they all, Ketel Marte, they all deserve their case to be displayed and shown. The problem is one of those guys has much more name value and much more, prestige, I guess is the way to put it, because he is on the Dodgers and because of what he's done in years prior. Is that fair in this case? I think not, but I do think Shohei Ohtani will probably win the MVP. But if you're asking me, and it's not because I run a Braves channel, it's because I've watched this team day in, day out, and I have seen what Marcell Ozuna has meant to the team. Not only on the field, but also off the field in the clubhouse. He has helped players rejuvenate their swing. He has been a presence in the clubhouse that has been much needed this year. Because with all the challenges, Marcell Ozuna has been the one steady bat. He has been the one guy who has not skipped a beat. In fact, he's gotten better through this year, and I think he deserves it as much as anybody.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC offers popular full-size trucks with a legacy of strength and durability. Side by side, the new Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 1500s, discounted up to $13,000 off.
But for me, I just believe that whoever has meant the most to their team should win the MVP. Take Shohei Ohtani out of LA. That team's still going to make it to the playoffs. They're very healthy. They have a lot of good players. They're fine. Take Marcell Ozuna out of Atlanta. I probably wouldn't be streaming tonight if that were the case, right? So for me, it's a situation where it's all about how you view the award. I view the award as if you took him out of Atlanta, what would they be, right? And that's been debated for years. Most people say that, I've heard people say that WAR should be the determining factor alone for MVP. I disagree with that. It's one stat. It's a good stat, but it's one stat. I really think you have to take into consideration where the team would be. And if the Braves make the playoffs, I think Ozuna is the MVP. The problem is I don't know if they will or not. And I don't think he would get the votes either way. Some of that is poor name recognition, but the turnaround he's had, again, not only on the field, but off the field, has been astronomical. This video has been presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Baseball fans, make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. As always, thank you for your support.